Hello learners, welcome to Try Write. As Java is a program, we need to check an input and respectively we need to get an output. So if we want to print anything on the console, if you want to print anything on the console, we need to mention system.out.println, system.out.println, system.out.println. Here println is a method. Here this println is a method. This println is a method which belongs to print stream, which is a class. And to call print stream, we have to create an object of print stream, and the object is already created as an out object, and the object is already created as an out object. Yeah, this object, out object, and the object is already created as an out object. Now this object is created in system.class. This object is created and it is a static variable. This object is static variable because whatever thing that is being printed will belong to a static variable. It will be a static variable, and this belongs to this belongs to system.class. Since it is static, so we can use it. So since this is an static, so we can use out with the help of stream.out, and once we have an out object, we call println. This object we can use it with this object is being this object system out. This out object is being used with system, and this println, this being println for getting the print, for getting to this object is being printed. This object is being printed. This object, out object. This out object is being printed on the system. Yeah. So here in the class, in the class, we can see that class main. This is the name of the main class. Class name is taking a value system.out.println. Similarly, in our program, this is the value which we on our own self are printing. Now in our program, the user needs to enter a value. Now this value is already entered. And now the user needs to enter a value. This is the given value. This double quotes, this anything written within the double quotes, that is already taken. And now once the user needs to make an input and print that input, for this we have n as a static method. To take an input, we have n as a static method, an object of input stream in system.in.read. Suppose we have system.in.read, system.in.read. Yeah. Here we have system.in.read. Here n is a static method, an object of input stream. Here read is a method which returns integer value. Now system.in.read throws IO exception. This system.in.read throws exception. This system.in.read throws exception, which needs to be caught as is checked exception, and is forced by the compiler to catch it. For this we can use try catch block, or we can just have an other value, or the other way is to just mention throws exception, which we will mention here, or the other way is to just mention throws exception, which we will mention here. This will be done in this way, and it's easy and fine. Now running the program after compilation, we will get a value like the way. Yeah, enter number. It is again after compilation. It is showing with the help of system.out.println. It is showing enter number, and we are reading a value. System.in.read. But suppose we are entered 9. We have read a value. We have read a value. But whatever the value that we have read is not being shown. What value we have read is not being shown, as there is no output, as there is no out object accepting the value. So just for our case, if you want to show what we have read, for this we will just assign this value to assign this value system.in.read value to a number variable. We will assign integer value we are reading, and we are assigning this value to a number variable, num variable. And now we will print this. We can just copy it from here, and we can just paste it afterwards. Paste it here, Control V, and we are just reading the value. After reading the value, we are assigning. After reading the value using system.in.read, we are assigning this value to this number. Assigning this number value to this num variable. We are giving this value to the num variable who has a data type of int. This num variable has a data type of int, and now we are printing this with the help of system.out.println. Yeah, we are getting the value printing the value here. Yeah. So if we are printing the value num. Now on running the program, now we will run the program. First the compilation goes on, and it on the console we are able to see enter number. We have enter number 9. Let's enter number 9. We have entered number 9, and the output is 57. We have entered 9, and how come it be 57? Similarly, let's enter number 5. Let's again run the program. We are again running the program, and the compilation. After the compilation, enter number is being printed, is shown on the console. We are entering a value 5. We have entered system.in.read. We are reading a value 5, and system.out.println. It is printing the value 53. How come 53? We have entered only 5, and how come 53? Previous time also it was different. Now let us suppose we are entering capital A. So again we are compiling the program. After the run of the program, it is showing enter a number. We are again entering capital A. We are getting 65. Oh, okay, fine. It can be the ASCII value. Oh, all these are the ASCII values or prescribed characters on the keyboard. Every keyboard word has a prescribed ASCII value, which are being printed here. Now we very well know that we are printing the ASCII values here. So we can say that read method only reads integer value, and this system.out.println is printing the ASCII values here. Now let's suppose we are entering here 0. We are entering here 0. It will be giving 48. Now 48 is on the console. So what if we reduce 48 by this num? What if we reduce 48 by this num? After the compilation of the program, we are getting no error. And the output on the console is enter number. Let's enter number 5. Oh, now we are getting the 5 value only, because we have reduced by the 48. The 0 value is 48. We have reduced that 48 from the number. Now we will enter 8. Let's suppose enter 8 for clarification. We have got 8 only. Oh, so we are getting each and everything as we have expected. So now the output we have entered 8, and we are getting 8 only. So here the red value is being produced as an output. So the in means what the user is reading and what he wants to see on the console. is coming the way. Java says we have the other concept also. Java says that if we have the concept of buffer reader. Java says we have the concept of buffer reader where we have to import this file from java.io. We have to import this buffer reader file from java.io. We have to import this file from java.io. Import this file from java.io. Java.io dot buffer reader. Yeah. Similarly, we will import IO exception for all the exception. I am import from java.io only. Java.io IO exception. Yeah. And now we will import input stream reader from java.io only. Yeah. Here buffer reader is basically a class. A buffer reader is basically a class which works with IO and belongs to the package java.io. Buffer reader is basically a class which works with IO, means input output, and belongs to the package of java.io. So if you want to use it, we have to import it from java.io. Buffer reader and IO both belongs to java.io package. Most of the class we use belongs to java.lang. Most of the class we use, they belongs to the java.lang. Suppose if you want to use other class that is not present there in java.lang, we have to explicitly mention it. Otherwise, it will show a compilation error. Now here buffer reader. Now to use buffer reader, we have to mention buffer reader. Now here to use buffer reader, you have to mention it. Buffer reader. Yeah. We are creating an object because we are writing new is a keyword which help us in creation of an object, which always help us in creation of object. New buffer reader. Yeah. Similarly, first we will input. For that only we need to produce an output. Buffer reader help us in producing an output. For that, for input, we have to use input stream reader. Input stream reader n equals new input stream reader. Yeah. This input is done by the system. So we write system.n. Here input stream reader n is the object. N is the object which is made with the help of this new keyword, and this input is being made by the help of system.n from the system. And after this input is made, we will pass this input here to the buffer reader for making an output. This output is transferred to this object created. BF is the object which is being created with a new keyword, which is being and this input is being transferred to this BF, which helps us in producing the output. Now we have to produce this output, so we will write so to produce this output, to bring this output afterwards here, we have to mention, we have to pass it to a value. We will pass this to a value integer data type, and num is the variable. See, now input we are doing here, input we are doing here with the help of system, input we are doing here in object with the help of this new keyword through the system. Matlab by the system we are making the input, by the system we are making the input. Now we are transferring this input here in the buffer reader to make an output in this object, output in this object. Now this finally this line, whatever you have read in the value system.in, finally whatever it is read, whatever the value is read here in system.in is transferred in the value BF, and now this is checked if the BF object contains a check that if the BF object contains a integer value or not, or if not that will be converted to integer, that will be converted to integer. Yeah, integer value. Finally it will be printed out, and now we have to close that object. We have opened that object BF, so we will close that BF.close. Now we will make an execution of this program. We will run this program after the compilation. It is showing an error, BUFFERED. Where is it showing? Line number 3. Oh, this reader should be a capital word. Yeah. Now input stream reader, input stream, acha, input stream reader. Now finally it's all correct, there is no errors, and now on the console we are getting a value, enter a number. We are entering a number. Suppose this is the final outcome on the console, and we are entering a value number 9. We are entering a value with the help integer and with the buffer input stream reader, and we are making, and through the system we are making a value 9 to go in, and afterwards we are getting an output also, because this 9 whatever we have entered through the system we have entered the value, whatever we have entered through the system is being transferred to this BF, and this BF through the red line which will read only integer values is checked if it is is being checked if it is integer value or not, and now finally the num is being produced. After being num being the integer value which is produced is it will transfer to the num, and finally this num is being printed out. Yeah. Now we can similarly in this way we are the object BF is accepting all the values through buffer reader, and when open it is our responsibility to close it. So in the end of the program we'll maintain bf.close. We have opened it in the beginning, so in the end we will mention bf.close. Yeah. Here the other way Java has other way also. The other way to read the value introduced, to read the values in 1.5 Java 1.5, a scanner class was introduced. To read the value, a scanner class was introduced. To read the values as was introduced in Java 1.5, it was introduced as scanner class. So instead of input stream reader, buffer reader, we can use a scanner class. Instead of input stream reader or buffer reader, we can use scanner class. So we have to import this from the scanner java.util. For this we have to import this from java.util for this instead of input stream reader and buffer reader, we are using scanner class. Now we have to import this from java.util scanner. Yeah, java.util.scanner. Yeah, and everything goes this way. Class main, public static void main, the main line of Java, and after that we have to enter a number, system.out.println, enter number. Here instead of, we will remove this out, as it is not there now in our use. Now we remove this out. We will write scanner. We are using scanner, so scanner with the help of new keyword here, we are making an object sc of scanner class, and we are doing the input through the system scanner. Likewise we are doing the input through the system, so we will mention system.in. So we are mentioning system.in. Here we are mentioning system.in. Now we are entering an integer value or a string. We are entering not integer, we are entering a string value. So here the user needs to mention something in a string. He wants to enter something, a string value. So string is the data type. String s equals sc, which is the object made earlier, sc. After that we have different methods, but we are entering a string, so we will write next line which help us in entering a string, which help us in accepting a string. This next line help us in accepting a string value. Next line. Yeah, and now we have to print this. Now we will printing this s. Now we will print this s. Yeah, and we don't need. Yeah, we are using only scanner. We need to close that scanner. We are opening scanner, so we will close that scanner sc object. Yeah, finally after compilation we will see on the console that there is enter a number. Oh, enter a string. We are entering a string, so enter a string. We should mention here a statement as enter a string. Yeah, again we will run it. We will see on the console that it is shown enter a string. Let's enter Java. 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 We are entering Java as an input. From the system. We are entering Java. We are reading Java. Through this next line, we are entering Java as an we are entering this Java as an string value. This string value goes to this object s, which is being printed here, which comes to the console, which on compilation Java, yeah, this object is being shown here, yeah, system.out.println as Java, which was transferred earlier, is being shown here. So it's a way out. Now suppose we have to enter a value, we have to read an integer value. We have to read an integer value, so we'll read a number. Suppose we are reading a number, so we will write number here. And through this scanner class only, this sc object will read a value of number through this, from this key from the system is this working system. And the method to accept this value number is next.end. Yeah, s s s is the, let's change the name of variable, let's it be num. This next.end is a method for accepting any integer value. This integer value is being transferred to this num, which should be of data type int, and finally this int is being printed out. Finally this int num is being printed out. So after running this program, this compilation will first take place, and now the program is run here, and now we will enter number 9, enter. Oh, it's very much clear, it's being printed out here, it's correct. Now we are printing a number. Similarly, let's take another number. We are taking 78, and 78 is again being printed out. Now suppose we are taking a floating value. So the method for this float is different. Next sc, which is the object dot next float. It should be float, next float, yeah. Now we are reading a floating value, and the method for this floating value is next float, which is being read with the help of this sc object and being transferred to this num variable of the data type float. Now this program is being running here. After the compilation, the program will run and is asking us to print a number. We are taking a number of floating, which has a floating value. Take 78.0, and 78.0, it is being printed out. Now let's take a double value, which has the method here. To accept a double value, we have the method next double. Yeah, and this data type should be double only, double. Now we are running the program. Through the system we are accepting a double value, which is being passed to that sc object, passed to this sc object. Now sc object is passed to this sc object. This sc object will read a double value, next double, through this method sc.next double, and this will be transferred to this num having the data value num double. This being printed out here as system.out.println num. Now after running this program, the compilation will go on and the value will be taking place. Error next double. What is error here? Next double. No, it's only capital letter. Yeah. Oh, here. DOUBLE. Yeah. Enter number. Now we are entering a double value 78.999. Now we will run this. On running this, it needs to produce an output. But 78.9. Yeah, 78.9. It's again showing an error. Fine. We have to make. We will again be going through our program. We will be again checking our programs. We will go there by line by line. Hmm. Yeah. Double num is equal to sc is equal to xc dot next double. Yeah, correct. System.out.println num. It's correct. Very much correct. Hmm. Oh, why come the output is not being printed here? Yeah, we have left some of the spaces in between. That might be a problem. Now we are again after checking the program, we are again running this value. We are getting the value correctly. Yeah, let's run this program again. We will be again running this program. We will again value. We are entering 8888. Yeah, yeah. The difference between float and double is that float has less precision values and double has more precision values. Double float takes only 8 precision value. After decimal, you can accept only 8 values. While in case of double, you can accept up till 16 values after decimal. This means that double has more values, and value of double as shown, it has more. It contains more byte values also. Yeah. Now we will have the task. Now we will take the task. We will take the task of taking the name, roll number, and marks of different student and display it. Now we will take the task of different float. We will take the task of different student details and we will print it. We will take the task of different student and we will print it. We will take the name. We will again repeat. We will take the name, roll number, and we will take the marks of different student and we will print it. After taking the name, marks, roll number, and marks, we are printing it. So in the program, we will go like this. We will go like this. System.out.print. Enter the student details. Enter the student details. Enter the enter enter student details. Student details. Details. Yeah. Enter student details. Yeah. Scanner. We are using scanner function only here. Scanner is scanner system.in. System.in. We will be entering the name of the student. We will be entering the name. We will enter the system.out.println name of student. System. For beta site, we can write system dot out dot print ln system.out.println name of student. Enter the name. Will name of student or enter the name? Enter name. Yeah. After that, we have to bring out semicolon as semicolon is the termination part. After this, the program will be terminated and it will move on to next part in the program. So string name. You write string name equals sc dot next sc, which is the object. Sc is the object being made here. Sc is the object which is being made here. So we'll write sc dot next line. Sc dot next line. Yeah. Sc dot next line. Now we have to accept a roll number. We will write system dot out dot println. We have to accept the roll number. Yeah. And after this, we'll accept the roll number. Roll number should be of integer data type. Int num. Let the variable be num. Sc is the object which is accepting all these values. Sc dot next int. Next int. Yeah. Next int. Now we have to accept the marks. So we will write system dot out dot println enter marks. And the data types be float marks equals sc, which is the object reading the values here also. Sc dot next float. Next float. Yeah. Finally, we have accepted the name, roll number, and float value, and the marks value. Finally, we need to print them. So we will be printing here as system.out.println. We will be pasting it two times more. Here. Two times more. We will be writing here as name marks, name roll number. We are taking name, roll number, num, and we are taking the marks. So marks here. Yeah, we have imported it from java.util.scanner. We are taking all these values with the help of scanner functions. We have made the class. We have made the first line of Java main method, public static void main string args. As this contains the values that is being inputted from the system at the time of running of the program. Now we are entering student details. We have to print student. Now we have to enter student detail. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system. We are accepting all the values to the system. We are entering the first value. Firstly, we are entering the name. When we are reading the name, then we are entering the roll number. We are reading the roll number part, and after that we are reading the marks. Finally, we will run this program, and finally we will run this program. On compilation, oh, it's showing some part of error. It's showing some part of error in line number 15. 15. Yeah. Oh, here is the decimal mistake. Now it is correct. Yeah. Now it is coming. Enter the roll number. Let it be row. Row is the name. Roll number is 9. After that we have marks. Marks is 99.88. Finally we are getting the output. So on the we can say that we can make we have different types of input and output. We have to make different types of for different types of input and different types of output. We have to follow different data types, and these different data types and the methods. Finally the methods will depends upon difference in the methods, and finally all this value will be done as is done here. So finally I am making an end of this program today. Yeah, finally, thanks.